Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, there's a mic in frame. Deal with it. If you're watching this video, it's because you want to know more about how my experience at Anime UwU Market went, or you just accidentally clicked and now you're stuck here and you feel obligated to finish the video, and honestly, you can't leave now. You have to finish watching. I had a really great time at Anime UwU Market. If you haven't watched that vlog, click here. Can you still do that on YouTube? If you can't, the link will be down below. I'm 85 in YouTube years. Overall, it was a great experience. I really enjoyed my time at the show. It was already like over a month ago. I'm sorry for the delay. I was in the hospital. Off. I'm okay though. I'm okay, I promise. But I'm gonna talk about all the like different parts of the convention, everything that I experienced personally, and then we have a haul. I bought stuff. I got stuff. Alright, so first and foremost, the convention art show is named Anime UwU Market, and this is run by the couple who runs Anime Yankee. I'm sorry if I said that wrong, please forgive me. But the couple that runs the anime store in the Vista Mall in Louisville, and they are actually very, very active in the creative community, the anime community here in DFW. To the point that like they have art meetups, they just host a lot of fun events. This is not their first event that they've thrown. They do a lot of pin and art shows here in the area. It's really cool. They are very much big on growing the indie creator base, especially here in DFW. The show itself is located at the Vista Mall, which is formerly the Vista Ridge Mall. Then it was like the Music City Mall. Now it's just the Vista. To me, it looks like they're turning this mall into some kind of business center. I don't know what's going to become of this mall. I feel like it changes every like 3 years, but I've done shows there before. I think I mentioned that in my vlog. Like I've done multiple art shows there. I've done some that do well, some that do poorly. So the shows that went poorly, if they're like, oh, it's just the venue, that is bullshit. Because I've now done a couple of successful shows at this venue. There's a way to market it and there's a way to get people there. All right, so the table cost was $60 flat. And this included the table at the venue. I didn't have to provide my own. And I'm guessing marketing's kind of included because they promoted all of us that provided media to all the socials, which I thought was really cool. Not all shows do that. And weirdly enough, most of the shows I've been doing lately have been, so thank you. That's just a really cool thing to do, you know? I feel like advertising itself should be like part of the pricing for any tabling, whether it be just putting everyone on a roster and just shoving it out there, or individual posts if you have that kind of time. And it gets us to want to share things more on socials, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's talk before the con, everything that kind of like led up and helped fuel the vibe before the show. So marketing first and foremost, I will say for it being a local show and them already having the base established that they have with their clientele, consisted mainly of social media, lots of social media blasts and constant social media blasts. Like I think some days there were even like 2 posts, 3 a day. It wasn't just like one post, we're done. And it was constant resharing of each other's stuff. I know I posted a couple of things tagging the show. I like to do that, and they ended up sharing it on their stories. So there was that like really good like connection of just sharing things and getting it out to our communities. Again, they showcased all the creators that I know sent in media. I think if you didn't send in media, of course you don't get a thing out there, but if you sent in media, they would make social media posts sharing that you're going to be at the show, which is so cool. And I was able to share that post constantly on social media to get people to go over their page. I don't know, I just really appreciate that. It's not a normal thing shows do, so. The communication before the show was actually really good, and I'm gonna give them like extra points because there were a couple of things that like we were being sent as someone who was participating in like the stamp rallies and wanting to give away items. My items sometimes are a little bit too spicy for like an all ages group. But when I was asking about the show, I was trying to get the demographic, because when you have a show called Anime UwU Market, you're like, oh, okay, so we're going for like UwU, you know, like kind of spicy, you know? And I had to make sure that I had the demographic right, not just to be able to provide the prizes that I was going to give for stamp rallies, but with everything at my table. Everything was fine. I think everyone just wanted to make sure the prizes that I was giving were for all ages, just in case a kid won. Because kids exist, you know. They were so patient and so helpful. Anytime I had an email Wasn't a long wait until I got a reply. And they wanted to make sure everything was cleared up. Very nice, very professional, literally the minimum I could ask for. So the window between us getting accepted and the show date was a little over a month, which isn't a lot if it's a bigger show, but since this is a local show, and getting that momentum like closer to the date, I feel like that's kind of smart with smaller shows. And so I don't really have anything bad to say about like the time before this convention. I think the publicity started at a good time, especially with all of us getting accepted about like a month and a half before the show. Momentum just seemed to be constant on socials. I was always seeing someone posting that they're going to be on the show, or the show themselves sharing something. So I wasn't worried about it not reaching people. My only thing, and this isn't on the show, this is on me, I am not on Facebook, so I don't know what all goes on Facebook. I hear it's a fun tool to get people to come in. I'm not sure how it was publicized on Facebook, but people showed up, so I guess it was effective. Now, one thing is, if you are gonna have like a Facebook page with your show and everything, use it, utilize it. If you have that following, use it. Facebook, weirdly enough, will reach the most random people and get publicity out there. I just hate Facebook, so I'm not on there. All right, let's talk about the show. Setup was really easy. So the only thing I ran into in the morning was I parked in the wrong spot, like around the mall. I looked at the map and thought I was parking in the right place, and I ended up parking on the wrong level because this is a multi-level mall. I parked on the wrong level and on the other side because I guess I can't read a map. I thought I could, but I'm dumb. To top it all off, it was raining, and like thankfully like everything was in suitcases. We parked close enough to the nearest store, and so I was able to just like haul ass with my suitcases. But once we got there to check in, there were a couple girls that were like helping us find our tables. They didn't know where mine was originally. Like they were each like, where's this, where's that? But I mean, we got there. The venue itself is at the mall, and the storefront that we used was a former Victoria's Secret. The store formerly known as Victoria's Secret. Weirdly, like you could tell it was like a Victoria's Secret architecturally, but like there was nothing pink around, you know? And it was kind of cool because some vendors like had, you know how like they had the shelving that was built into the walls, they could use that for like storage behind them. I had a lot of space in my area. So had I known there was like as much space as it was gonna be, I would have brought Pitbull with me. Like dead ass Pitbull would have been there behind the table. I had enough room to not just set up my table, but my banner next to it. Usually I put my banner behind me, but then I usually like hit it with if my chair's behind the table, so that was good. I was able to put my banner next to the table, which also like helped bring in the eyes to the central part of the table. Does that make sense? I don't know. But yeah, they gave us about 2 hours for setup. I got there about an hour before because I've gotten my setup down to about 45 minutes, which gives me a little bit of time after I'm done to do social media posts and do all that before people start coming in. Now granted, people were already coming in before like the time that it started because like the mall doors were open and people are at a mall. It's a public place, you know? So yeah, no, it was a smooth setup. I did get set up in like 40 minutes. All right, so the show itself started around 11 in the morning, which is when our setup time ended, show officially started, and people were already coming in, you know? This mall is so weird. So there's like a marketplace, there's a few like niche stores, and then there's like a children's play place, which was like right outside of the doors that I was part of. The store itself stretched down kind of like half of a hallway, so there were like 3 or 4 sections, I don't remember exactly, that artists were set up in. And each section had its own entrance. So it made it fairly accessible for people to go in and out in different areas. It wasn't just like everyone coming in one spot or everyone staying in one area. There was a lot of room for people to kind of like path around the artists. Traffic was fairly steady. I think, actually I have my book. I keep track of how many sales I make hourly. And it looks like my busiest hour was 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. That was when I made the most sales. That's also the hour that I made table. So I made table within the second hour of the show, which is pretty nice. My slowest was, it was around like 3 p.m. I think that's around the time I was having lunch in the vlog because all of a sudden it just got slow. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna eat. So I was able to eat and do all that. And because I made table so early, that's why I was like, I'll treat us to some good lunch. Usually I don't splurge on eating at shows. I usually pack my lunch, pack some snacks. But this one, I was like, I know the Asian market's there. Hopefully it goes well and I can treat us. And I was able to, so that's good. My average sale size was about like 3 stickers, 2 prints. 3 stickers or 2 prints, which was an average of like $10 to $15. Stickers were definitely the most popular of this show. I, weirdly enough, sold a lot of diabetes related stickers. I'm actually wearing my own merch, my diabetes merch right now. That's right. New stuff in my shops right now, so you should go shop. Links in bio or whatever down there. For those who don't know, I am a type 1 diabetic, and I have a few little doodads that I made at the table that are diabetic related, and I like sharing them with everyone. My comic books were getting read a lot, which I always get nervous taking comic books and originals to an art show, because usually art, it's like prints, original paintings, and stickers are definitely like a big buy, but people were actually reading my comic books and it made me happy. The general vibe of the show was cute. You know, I think like all the vendors were adorable, super nice. I didn't get to talk to as many this time around because I actually stayed busy for most of the day, and when I wasn't, I was eating. And then anytime I was like, okay, we've got a lull, I'm gonna go walk around, someone would be like, all right, I want a 1-minute commission, which I'm so glad. I introduced 1-minute commissions to the show, which was another big seller, which I do a commission in 1 minute for $1. It's horrible, but people love them. But because of that, I was bogged down at my table a lot. I did definitely get to like talk to the ones that are in the room with me. I try to like run around quickly anytime there was a lull. I want to make it a priority where I at least like talk to vendors even online. Myself as a person, I'm not very social. I'm not. I want to get better at it. I'm scared to talk to people because I talk weird a lot. I don't know. In terms of minority and LGBTQ friendly, I'm gonna say the show is very friendly towards LGBT minority groups, everything. Like everyone in my room was a woman or female identifying, and like 3/4 of us were of color, which was really cool now that I think about it. It was very diverse, and everybody coming in, like all of not the guests, attendees, all the attendees that were coming in were so adorable, so sweet. I don't think I had any really bad customer interactions. There was this one guy who came up to the table who saw the Nachu Nachu print and was like, oh, I don't understand why that movie was so popular, but I ignored him because his existence didn't matter to me. But that's it. Like, it wasn't anything that made me want to start a fight. What stood out the most about this show, I think, was just the ambiance, because so I've been in the artist alley business for 10 years. Oh my god, it's been 10 years. I did my first convention in 2011, and then I only did one in 2012, and then I didn't do conventions until 2014, I think it was. For real. Like, so 2014, oh my god, it's been 10 years. But like, I've been in the artist alley game, or at least convention vending, for 10 years. And before the pandemic, it was a lot more different. It felt more competitive. It didn't feel like as communal. It didn't feel like we were all cheering each other on. It felt so isolating. And I didn't really feel the friendly vibes from anyone, and I don't know if people just didn't like me. That could have been something too. I don't know. I'm weird. But now, ever since I've started doing shows post-pandemic, I'm slowly trickling into them, but each time I have really great interactions with people. The community vibe is just really good. People want to network. People actually want to like trade art. Like, it's so much better. And it sucks because like I'm like a 50-year-old in artist alley years. Everyone doing artist alley now is so young, and so I'm just really glad that like the overall ambiance and vibe is shifting. Unless it was just me. Maybe I just needed a change. It made me want to come home and apply to like 10 more shows. Because to be honest, I kind of been debating not doing conventions anymore, art shows, because I didn't feel, I don't know, I don't want to get cheesy. I didn't feel like welcome in the space. I didn't really get that communal vibe much. But I also hadn't been doing that many shows since before the pandemic. So now that I'm getting back into it and remembering like, no, this is fun. People can be nice. People are getting better. I want to table more. So let me know if there's a show like that you want me at, and if I can afford it. Who knows? We'll see. Let's get into the logistics. Alright, so end of the day, business is business. So, did I make table? Yes, within the first 2 hours, which was amazing. No matter what, halfway through the show, I have to make table, so the rest of the half of the time that I'm vending, I am in my profit margin. This one exceeded expectations. It was a 7-hour show, and I made table 2 hours in, so exceeded expectations. The only expenses I really spent on this show was food. and I can't remember if I filled up with gas before because it's a local show. Yeah, it was just a 30-minute drive down the highway for me, so it wasn't a bad drive. And if it was gas, it was like $20 tops. So overall expenses, not a big deal for me for this show. I will say though, this show and any type of art show like this, and I think I said this in my last review, if you're doing small shows like this that are local, that are only using like social media to market, stick locally. Like if you have to travel for anything, just make sure that you either have like travel insurance or something, you know, anything like that. But I mean, for being local, it was great. It was accessible and affordable. The connections I made at this show were super great. I met so many new artists. I heard about so many other different shows that I hadn't heard of, and I'm starting to like see that I need to follow conventions on socials. I just haven't, because I'm like, oh, what if it all gets saturated? But at the same time, I'm now getting notifications when things are opening, which I think I need, because I don't hear about things until after it's done, and that's my biggest problem. So I'm really glad that not just for the business part, but I made so many good connections. I also met so many new people who had never seen my work before and now follow me on socials, and hopefully will follow on everything else. And I don't know, it's just a good experience. Would I participate again? Absolutely, if they'll have me, you know. I had so much fun. I love doing local shows because, number one, I get to stay on Gaston Hotel, but also this is my community, you know. I'm a comic artist and illustrator in the DFW area, and I like being able to bring representation to what I do. I know something that I need to do, which I think I'll do after my next convention. My next convention is Yellow City Comic Con, which is in Amarillo, Texas. So if you are going, I'm gonna be there. After that show, I think I'm gonna take time to do a like, what do I use to pack for cons or something like that. Like, what do I use? Basically, like, yeah, because I know everyone uses like different setups, and I figure if I could do a walkthrough of my setup and how I pack things, maybe it'll help y'all. And if y'all have any questions, Artist Alley wise, drop them below. Let me know, because I would love to answer any questions y'all have, whether it's like the setup, the application, stock, whatever questions y'all have, leave them below. I still have questions saved from whenever I asked it on like Instagram and stuff, but I'll be keeping everything, and I'll be just making one big Artist Alley video. Haul time! Alright, so I still have everything together. I didn't want to like misplace anything from the show, so I've had it all in this lovely bag, which is the bags that the stamp rally prizes came in. Oh, I didn't talk about the stamp rally real quick. I talked about it in the main vlog, and I think I said most of what I needed to, but that was like the best decision to participate. If there's a stamp rally at a convention you're part of and you're able to participate, do it. It's fun, and people have fun with scavenger hunts. So I showed this one in the vlog. So this is by Jay Perrier, who I found out, so I've been following Jay Perrier's work, and I had no idea that they were the editor for ProZD's videos. So that's really cool. Ray actually went and bought this. We love Yamato from One Piece. He's one of our favorite characters. All right, next. And I can't wait to use these. Oh my God. So these are from Simple and Clean Candles. Don't we love the name? I love like, oh, I love when nerds name their businesses, you know, like, come on. We're all just like, oh, I get it. I got some wax melts, and this was actually part of an art trade. So I'm super excited. So first up, we have Vine Whip, which is Bulbasaur themed, and oh my God, I just gotta give him sniffs again. Oh, so fresh. That's going in our bathroom. Then I got Owl. Boo boo boo. I think this is the coffee one. Yep, that's going right. So fun fact, I don't really drink coffee, but I love coffee scents. I may not be a coffee drinker, but the coffee smells. And finally we have Ember, which is Charizard inspired, which is my favorite starter Pokemon. I know everyone has their favorite starters. Mine is Charmander. Oh, and it just smells like, oh, it smells like you're in a spa at a campfire together. You know? All right, next we have Sweet Breets. I hope I said that right. And she was actually sitting next to me. She's super fun. Oh my God, she was so adorable. So first and foremost, I got a little keychain. Look at the little star, and it's like a little fidget. All right, and then I got a ton of stickers. You ready to look at them? Momichi! Look, it's Momichi! Can you see it? Can you see it? There we go. And then we have a Galaxy Brownie. That's a Nintendo DS. Like, are you kidding me? A Zebra Cake controller. Are you kidding? Like, are you kidding me? These were so cute. I was screaming at her table. And then finally, oh my God, are you guys ready? I almost had a moment of eternal screaming at her table when I saw this. Look! Oh my god, it's a concha! It's a concha! Look at this cupcake! Oh my god, it's like it was made for me. Okay, so I got these 2 stickers. And I don't have a card for who they belong to. But look, it's Bingo and Bluey, little popsicles. If you know who made these, let me know in the comments. And like as soon as like I find out who, I'll put their information in the description as well. I'm gonna put everyone that I'm talking about in the description. I'm so sorry. I don't have a card, but look at them. Look how cute they are. Okay, and then the next few items were in the grab bags of stuff. So I don't have cards because they didn't include our business cards in there. If you had gotten it, my little Cupid sticker was in the bundle. But first we have a couple of cute little prints. There we go. Look at those prints. Super adorable. Like, are you kidding me? Oh, this one has so this one is Arcane Pursuit. There we go. Boom. That's how you do it. Put the username on the back. I love that. A pink Gengar button. Look at him. He's so cute. And that's like my favorite Pokemon. Look how cute he's con las rosas. Oh, stationary charms. Oh, that's okay. So that's the girl who runs the thing. The stamp rally. I'm going to show you all these different stickers that I got in the bundle. Boom. Look how cute. Look how cute they are. Oh, wait. I forgot one. Sokka with the cactus juice. There we go. So these are all the stickers. Look at that. All of that was in the bundles for the stamp rally. And that's all for the haul and the art salary review. I hope this was helpful. And if not, let me know why. I love to improve, but also if it's not constructive, shh. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, do all that crap if that's what you do. And I will see you in the next one. And don't forget to ask questions if there's anything Artist Alley related you would like my advice on. If you don't want my advice, I totally get it. You know, I'm still hustling at Artist Alley 10 years later, who knows. But I'll see y'all next time. Bye.